Fans knew from the start of Season 5 of Below Deck Sailing Yacht that Chef Cloyce Martin and head stewardess Daisy Kelliher would not have an easy time. Furthermore, this forecast is already turning out to be accurate. Cloyce and Daisy had yet another argument after yet another supper went awry in Episode 6, which aired on November 11th. Daisy decided to discuss this in private the following day. This time, the dinner was served family style when it most likely should have been plated. "Could we talk, Cloyce?" Daisy stated as she entered the galley. "You are aware that I am not a chef, and I am not either, but I have worked in the field for a long time. Things are a little last minute, in my opinion, and the meals could be a little better planned. I don't want the tip to be impacted since I honestly believe that's what the visitors are expecting." Cloyce asked Daisy, more as in elaborate, as if the notion had shocked him. Daisy replied, "Wow, this is the most beautiful plate I've ever seen," as an example. "And you need to be aware if you have experience working on large boats like that. I can only provide you my experience-based advice, which you are free to follow or not." Daisy persisted when Cloyce countered that everyone clearly does things a bit differently and that some things are just plain rustic. "I've done this before. I'm attempting to assist you. I do believe that you are having some difficulty managing your time. I'm attempting to use my 11 years of sailing experience to assist you. But perhaps you've learned better after 2 years of yachting," she said. Cloyce was unappreciative of the proposal, replying, "It's certainly simple to say, blah, blah, blah," but he went into further detail about his views in a confessional. "I've never had anyone doubt my abilities in the galley in my entire charter experience," he remarked. "There is nothing I can prove to you." During an episode interview, Daisy also opened up about her opinions. "I don't understand," she said. "It's not working, even though I'm being rather direct." When Cloyce announced that the guest's special seafood party would be served family style, this specific batch of drama started. Daisy stated in a confessional that an engagement meal on a yacht like this should be well presented. "I may share my thoughts with Cloyce as another hod. But it's Cloyce's fault if he doesn't listen. Although I can guide a horse to water, I am unable to force him to drink. The visitors weren't happy, as expected. I'm sorry to say it." At the end of the supper, Cecilia, the primary's wife, commented, "I love the family style." Daisy remarked with knowledge, "You want it plated for dinner?" When dessert wasn't ready 23 minutes after the dishes had been cleaned, it was the next source of stress. "Why does he move so slowly?" Questioned in a confessional to Daisy, "You ought to have been preparing these delicacies rather than dozing off. You ought to arrange yourself better." This is nonsense. Dessert was served 28 minutes later. In his own interview, Cloyce stated, "I would count tonight as definitely not my best work. Too much drinking and not enough sleep. That is something I will never do again." Captain Glenn Sheffard said that he was concerned after learning what had transpired at dinner. The charter season isn't even halfway over yet. No way he could be coasting. In a confessional, he stated that he must be giving it his all. Daisy attributed the problem to both poor time management and a little bit of sloth while speaking with Glenn, and the two agreed that they ought to speak.